quarters of the NFL season are complete. What we're underway in Week 14.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and at their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever. And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, it's Locke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
18 on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Gordon on the carry.
DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing his lock on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
34-yard line.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 11 now. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare, because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Rock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Broncos' 22.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
20. Check 26. Check 26. Check out.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Made by Jarrell Casey. It's a gain of 6.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. The shotgun snap for Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Check 33. 33. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. The pass there complete to Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
They'll run with Lindsay. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but means you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And here's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 26-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 5 now. Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Denver.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Lock. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Broncos 14. Panthers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
A lot of times, it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Locke working out of the gun. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Mark set 33. 33. Come on, 8. 8.
Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
all runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Second and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
Ready.
On first down, it's Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. of the air. Lock. This is the tight end fan. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And the Broncos
they'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8 coming up. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Panthers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
45, 45, 45. Exit.
Newton throwing again. Open man is Robbie Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Newton on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Newton. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. No.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Block. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Newton. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 13 now. They work on 1st and 10.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 22.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll go again with Lindsey, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check that.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.